So here we are in an NBFL and we're doing some auto tuning. We have our target AFR table set up, we're on the VE table on the dyno here, and I can literally hold the crosshairs over a cell and you'll see down here how the AFR is automatically being tuned and this lambda modification is taking place. So I can move to each cell and it will tune it to the authority that it's allowed to go. This one's only going to 20% authority, so it wants to go lean here, but I'm not going to let it. And as I say, I can move around all of these cells. So I can move around all of these cells and it will literally self-tune, adjust the fueling to get the AFR absolutely spot on. We've got an AEM wideband here running into the ECU, so it's all matched up properly. And if we just increase the speed slightly, we can work on this cell now. You'll see it's tuning here. Try and hit the target. There we go, it's got that target, so change to this cell. And this is literally doing the mapping job for me. Now it's not actually updating the VE table, it's not changing these numbers, it's actually changing the trim table, which is hidden behind the ECU. And after we've done a good session of this, moving to each cell, covering the various cells, we can load up said trim tables and actually apply these changes to this map. Now, it doesn't need the laptop connected to do this. With the long-term trim set up, it will do this all the time, in the background, all of the time. So it's only a case of connecting the laptop to see where we are. So let's pretend then that we've just drove it back into the workshop here and we've reconnected the laptop and we run the tuning software. And it connects up, loads the ECU up, just trying to see the screen. And if we go to the long-term trim tables, we can see here the trims that it's been applying. So these are the trims it's been applying. And if we look at the lambda control tab here and we go to the confidence table, we'll actually see how confident it is, how much time it's spent in those cells. And if we put that into a 3D view and then turn this down, we actually have essentially a heat map of where we've driven the car. And as I say, this doesn't need the ECU connected to the laptop to do this. This will permanently do this. So without this rolling road, I can literally take this vehicle round the block and tune it, and then look at this heat map to see exactly where the changes have been done, and then apply the changes using a right-click menu to apply the changes to the base VE table. So that's a recap on long-term trim.